Welcome to another episode of Rusted Rides. We are back on the 69 Charger. We haven't put out a video on the Charger since last August, so it's about dang time. Let's get into it. For those of you that haven't seen the previous videos, I recommend going and watching them, but here's a little recap to get everyone up to speed. This car was used as a stunt car for the movie The Man from Toronto, starring Woody Harrelson and Kevin Hart. We know that the car was used for the scene where it spins through the intersection, and it was the car that was hit by the train. They cut into the car to attach rigging, and although they added CGI for the train scene, the car did get seriously deformed and damaged when it was being dragged down the tracks. In the first few videos, the floor was cut out as it was just not savable. With the floor out of the way, Cam did a lot of repair to the inner structure. Once that was done, a new floor was put into place. From where the new floor stopped to the back of the car, Cam built custom new floor and trunk sheet metal sections to tie everything together. Next was the roof, cutting in some patches and trying to straighten out this crumpled mess. With lots of time and hammering, we did manage to make some huge improvements. After that, it was quarter panel time. The old ones were damaged pretty bad with 3 layers of patches and body filler. The old was cut away and the new was fitted on. The rocker panels were also removed and Cam fabricated some new ones from some old shelves. The whole process was repeated on the other side of the car before all the body panels were coated with a nice layer of primer. And that brings us to now. This is the car how we left it almost a year ago, with the addition of some yellow fenders that Cam picked up at a swap meet. The plan is to repair the front end structure. This is one of the last things that needs to be addressed before moving on to paint and mechanical work. So first thing was stripping the car down. All of the crusty brake lines had to go, as well as the weird motor mounts the movie company welded in to support what we guessed was an electric motor to remotely drive the car for some of the stunt scenes. With all of that out of the way, Cam could start cutting away the rotten sections of frame rail so that new pieces could be welded in. A lot of care needs to be taken to make sure the shape and strength of everything is up to par. Luckily, we had the other side for reference too. Using a sheet of thick paper, Cam made a template for what he needed to cut out of sheet metal. You can use cardboard too, but sometimes the edges get a little squirrely. But both are great ways to model what you need. Once the template was good, it was stenciled out and cut out of furnace tank steel. The process was repeated until the frame rail was complete. Then a few more of those movie company motor mounts had to be removed from the front subframe.
Back a little more. Oh, there's no way this hitch isn't going to fall off. It should fall off. So I believe I got about, I'm going to say 90% of the metal work done. We're heading out back now. We're going to do some sandblasting on the front section. That's probably going to uncover a whole bunch more that needs to be done, but I'm hoping not too much. We're just going out behind the shop. We got kids playing. We've got a bunch of vehicles parked around. We don't want to get sandblasting sand all over everything, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it doesn't dissolve. God, this thing's uncomfortable. Keep going, I got no brakes. Okay, let's go over there. What? Just go slow, I got no brakes. Hey, we should do a loop. What do you think? Look at my brother's daily driver. I swear to God, if I ever catch him putting kids in that thing. Looks like a top coat. Yeah, block that. It'll definitely roll away.
And sand on my next van.
Sand on the nice. I think it needs some serious blasting too. What an absolute disgrace. Definitely not carrying all this all the way back here. Blasting sand can be a bit heavy. Oh, tree. Oh, loose battery connection.
This relic belongs to Owen. You may have seen him in some of our other videos. We don't have a real sponsor, so let's just thank Owen for sponsoring this video and providing the Sandblaster. Feel free to add a comment thanking Owen. Maybe you are somebody's Owen, or maybe you have an Owen of your own. But whenever we need something, he always seems to have it.
What's this been here now? 10 years? It's been 10 years, hasn't it? This should be fun.
Once the Sandblaster fired up, it did a great job. A super satisfying part of the restoration. And that's that, a fully sandblasted front end.
Oh, what do you think? You know, of course, after 2 days of making that, it's not even that hacked up, but I mean, it's not as nice as this frame rail that I found today. So sandblasting uncovered a whole bunch more metal work to do on the tin, which, you know, obviously I knew that was going to happen. And maybe I should have sandblasted it first, but then I was out at a buddy's today. He's got a bunch of spare parts. He had a mountain of just chunks, sections of cars. And look at this. We got a driver's side for a 69, and it's in gorgeous shape, and a passenger side. So I've already, see this, the spot weld drill works really good. I've already started detaching. I'm only going to use the tin off the passenger side, but I don't know. Do I cut out everything that I just did and put a factory one in? It's another day and a half worth of work. Not a bad frame rail, but I like the canary yellow. What do you think? I don't know. Should I just put the whole thing in?
I would. As a wise man once said, it's the way she goes.
You mean Ray,
Less-
Trailer Park Boys.
Less
Okay,
than a
so
week
I'm not-
after spending 3 days on all that metal work,
I didn't spend
now you
3
come up
days.
with this.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna start pulling the tin off this side in the meantime, and it's already pretty much gone. Don't steal that jack, because it's holding, like, that's what's holding the car up.
Yeah.
Look how good that spot weld works in the drill. I've already got it detached off of here. Okay, well, you know, I'm gonna deal with this side. We'll get the camera rolling on that. And if I like how that feels, and it doesn't shift around, then
Throw 2 days work out in the
well, I
window.
guess I'll throw 2 days work out the window, and I'll cut it all out and put the whole piece in it. Look how nice that is. That's gotta be from the south.
Could almost put them both in.
It's definitely not from this country.
No, it's not from this country. That never seen salt, so. All right, well, pull the tin off that side and see how that goes. And see if I build up the confidence to cut out all my work and do it again.
With the new southern parts, Cam started drilling out the spot welds and replacing the inner fender on the passenger side.
Oh dear, what have I done? Oh, it should just fit right in there. That got a little bit too.
A little bit, that's all right.
No, what's better than anything aftermarket? Yeah, it should just drop right into place.
All right, so behind me is Cam and the car, and it is absolutely insane, dude.
Can you believe how this works sometimes?
Like, it's wild.
You could just disregard the first I don't know, 10 minutes of the video when I was making my own frame patches.
Yeah.
You know, I was being cheap and didn't want to buy brand new ones.
But you did a great job. You used furnace tank steel.
Oh, it's definitely, there's no way it would break in half. And then after getting all that done, I need, you know, the sandblasting revealed a bunch more metal work. That,
Yeah, pinholes and...
oh, look at it, this is through there. And then this is all, like, I guess there's supposed to be holes there for the battery box, but they are bigger holes now.
Yeah.
And it's weak along here, and these are critical structures of the car.
Yeah.
And then pinholes in the top of the frame rail.
Yeah.
And then I was walking around with my buddy Victor's, who's got a bunch of chargers. Shout out to him, because he gave me an amazing deal on these southern pieces of front end here. And you know what? I just bought them because I was going to use pieces out of them to fix the inner structure.
Yeah.
But look at it. Like, there's no way I'm not cutting all that
Yeah.
out. I did on this side because my frame rail on that side was in good shape.
Yep.
And same with the shock tower. But yeah, you know what? I've pondered on it for like 3 days now. And no, I'm just going to put the whole thing in.
Does it hurt a little bit removing all that work you did?
No. It is what it is. You know,
Sometimes that's just how it goes. You start a project, you start going down one road, and then you gotta veer off to another road.
yeah, the idea behind our channel is to not show people how to just go out and spend a lot of money and buy stuff. We like to show how you can build stuff out of
Yeah.
stuff you got laying around.
Yeah.
What I did here.
Yeah.
It's all old furnace tank steel, thicker than factory.
But if something comes along like that,
It looks like it. Once it's seam sealed and painted, you would never know.
Yeah.
And it's strong,
Yeah.
but it's just not as nice as that.
no, exactly.
And then this one here, once the torsion key cross member comes in,
Yeah.
which I have ordered, it should be here in like 4 days. Probably, I don't know if it'll make it into this video or not. We'll see.
But I mean, you could have ordered. Sorry, go ahead.
That comes right in, and like the back of that one there, it'll tie into it,
Right.
and that one doesn't go back far enough. So
But I mean, you could have ordered new frame horns, you could have ordered new inner fenders and all that stuff. But you know, even just using this right here is still a more budget friendly way to go than ordering all new.
Yeah, he gave me a good deal on them. That was
Yeah.
very great. They're just there in a big. I didn't know he had piles of sections. I did not know. He didn't want me going back. He's got a couple of shells. He didn't want me taking a sawzall to him. And
Yeah.
he wants to leave them together. But he had this mountain of just spare stuff.
Yeah.
So
So that's today's work. Then we're gonna be taking that off.
yeah, all this. I mean, some monster went and welded the K-frame right there.
Yeah, some monster, eh?
Yeah, that was probably me. It was for sure. It's on camera, but I welded it on. I can cut it off just as easy, and then we'll be able to clean it all up once it's out of the way.
Nice.
Now, actually, it'll be able to bolt on now.
Yeah.
Be proper.
Right. Right.
Yeah, look at the rad cradle. It's all beat and dented up. That side was
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah. There's
So I just
patches
used the
all
whole-
through it.
Yeah, I'm not cutting these up.
Yeah. Nice. Beautiful. All right. Let's get to it.
One bolt front end.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
With a new plan in place, we started removing the steering and suspension components from the driver's side, and let me tell you, it put up a fight.
That took a torque.
With that done, it was time to undo all the hard work. But I guess this way you get to see two different repair methods that we use.
Oh, there's definitely no turning back now.
No. No, there is no turning back. No.
I mean, I'm thankful the K-frame is in good shape. Gonna have to clean that up. Look at that, eh? It's still left on there. So that's what was spinning around.
Yep.
So I gotta clean up my welds, get rid of those. That's what was holding it. And then there it is. You know what? I mean, it wasn't terrible, but yeah. Wasn't perfect either. Not like that one. I guess I'll fight it in there.
You'd be proud. Although you didn't see it, a measuring tape was used, and this fit up nicely. So with the driver's side all installed, the yellow parts got scuffed down with 180 grit before receiving a nice coat of epoxy primer. Oh, hi, kitty. Just as I'm trying to get the reveal shot. What's up? All right, Cam, that is looking pretty amazing. Like, honestly, this does not look like a car that was used as a stunt car for...
Well, rust was the real issue on this.
Yeah,
here.
that one frame rail was so punky, eh? But now, look at this.
So we got one
So
more.
clean.
We got one more video before we start the paint video. And I think that's going to be getting it to run and drive.
All right, so this video, yeah, was a lot of work, obviously, at the front end and just in general getting this thing ready to rock and roll. But next video,
Yeah,
we're thinking...
We're at 2.5 weeks to do this. But
So
you know
run and
what?
drive next video and then a paint video.
I didn't like having to cut out my beautiful frame rails that I created.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what do? You find them this nice?
Yeah, it is what it is. I
And,
mean,
I'm
sure there's people in the comments that can relate. You know, I've been down that road before. I'm like, oh, I'm doing this, and then I'm like, nope, I guess I'm not doing that. But yeah, comment below if you have a similar story.
Yeah, and I can't decide for the life of me on a color. I really don't know.
Yeah.
We'll do a survey. Ask them in the comments to tell them what color do you think we should. And I'm not doing a General Lee clone. So
Yeah, and not that they're like
everybody's bugging me to do that. It's just been done. I grew up watching the Dukes of Hazzard, but it's been done to death.
Yeah,
there's too many of them.
It's very, very cool, but like I think we'll do something different, right? Like, so should we mention some of the thoughts that we had and then have them vote, or should we just have them throw their 2 cents in the comments anyway?
Well, I got plum crazy purple left over.
Yeah.
And then I seen these, like then one popped up online.
That yellow?
Whole car, yeah, it was yellow, just like these fenders we put in, or these inners.
Send me those photos. I'll put them up on screen.
Okay.
And then there's I mean, black always looks good, but again, it's the Toretto look.
Yeah,
It's been done to
factory
death.
blue. It was.
Oh yeah.
It was factory
you can kind of see
light
it,
blue.
right? See that blue there? It's nice.
Oh, we'll see.
Okay.
It's like the last couple videos we did of this car. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a year.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since it's too many other projects been on the go. But hopefully we get this thing kind of wrapped up or further along and get the Vega wrapped up and, you know.
Oh no, my fresh.
Oh, you had to get involved, didn't you? Look it. Okay. You got to get out of there though, eh? It's not for you.
Well, that's a wrap on this
Yeah.
nice burst on it, and I think the next one will be probably time lapse rebuilding the motor I got for it. Maybe
Nice.
have it and then we'll end that one. We'll have it sitting in there running.
Yeah, it'll purr just like this guy.
Purr like a kitten.
It'll purr like a kitten, or it'll rumble. It'll rumble actually, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll snip that part.
Yeah. I just watched a video actually on YouTube from Ammo NYC who did a Charger, and it looked pretty amazing. It was cool to see that thing kind of come back to life. So yeah, if you haven't seen that one, you should check that out. It's a great channel, but also maybe there's potential. If he sees this video, he'll want to give us some products so we can clean this up when it's done, but who knows. All right, so next video, we're gonna try and get this thing to have a motor in it that'll make this thing run and drive. Cat's in the car again. Oh God.
And he's shedding too. Look, there's fur stuck everywhere. Get out. Come on. Next video.
He runs the shop. So yeah, next video.
Probably rebuild. Yeah, we got to do. The motor needs some attention. So,
Yeah.
like we'll end. We're gonna rebuild the motor I got. But to test run it, it will be sitting in here, and then the one after that, probably first test drive, and then we're gonna start on the body job.
Yeah.
Because I got everything I need for that.
Nice.
So
Nice.
tell us what color, what we should paint it.
Yeah, give us your 2 cents on color, and yeah, we'll try and get to the bottom of this because it's gonna be hard to decide because there's so many iconic colors out there for this car. So, but all right,
It'll be a big one. Thanks for watching.
see you later.